what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Yeah, I still got my Snoopy hat on. This will be probably the last video I'll see with me on. It's Halloween, so thought I'd do something funny. And if you grab the little thing, the ears go up. It's hilarious. Yeah, I got it from when I went out to Hollow Weekends for Cedar Point. So if you don't know where Cedar Point is, it's the largest amusement park in the USA. It's in Sandusky, Ohio. So it's like 2 hours away. So it's not far. But nonetheless, yeah, man, apparently Rick Legs was saying that Al Haymon is going to have to start finding his own funding or start funding these pay-per-view these events. So I kind of got more clarity from a tweet that he put up. Would have meant that he will only get a distribution deal and won't get any guaranteed money. So he's basically saying that Al Haymon will find a home, but it won't come with any guaranteed money, only distribution. All right. So let's kind of break that down and let me explain that. All right. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications if we go live or drop a video. So basically what that mean is that the network, whoever network they go to, they not gonna put no money up. So Al Haymon is gonna either have to put the money out of his own pocket. He either gonna have to put the money up out of his own pocket, or he got to find people to fund the fight. Now he had investors to put their money up for the Canelo fight. Now, you know, you can look this up, but I'm just gonna call them rumors. But there have been rumors in where Al Haymon has, you know, been accused of allegedly taking investors' money and misusing it. Now, apparently, Al Haymon had over $1 billion to fund PBC. All right. And, you know, one of those entities that loaned him the money is articles out there that allegedly they suing him for part of that money back. Okay. They suing him for part of that money back. They want the money. All right. He's also, you know, been accused of buying and reselling tickets, something that Eddie Hearn did in the UK, and they stopped Eddie Hearn from buying and reselling tickets in the UK. They changed the law. Apparently, he was having investors allegedly buy tickets, and they was reselling them, and they was supposed to give them obviously a profit on their return, but apparently allegedly the tickets wasn't selling that way, so they never returned the money, that the profit. Some people got some of their money back, but they didn't allegedly get what they wanted in return back, what they was promised to return back. You know, in the Pacific lawsuit that I heard, the article I read about the alleged lawsuit was was Logan Paul in the Mayweather fight, to be exact. So when you see Tank tickets skyrocket like that, when you see Earl tickets skyrocket like that, when you sit online and try to buy Earl and Tank tickets, and they are all resale or they super duper high, they're buying and reselling the tickets, right? So he has to find ways to continue to pay these fighters, because these fighters don't pay what they weigh. They shouldn't get, if they pay, they can't pay them on what they weigh. Basically, what they pulling in, you know what I'm saying, what they actually garnishing in money, or they're making in money, you know, it doesn't equal out to what the contract says. So these guys had contracts with guarantees from Al Haymon, right? And Al Haymon's guaranteed to pay you this. What's so funny is they got a guarantee in dollar amount, because I got a plug on the guy who did most of their contracts, not saying no names. And this is why, you know, certain fights, they maneuver guys away from championship fights. They maneuver them away from undisputed, because once they get undisputed, then there's clauses in the contract where they got to pay them. I heard Jamil Charlos is up to $10 million. So, you know, so that's something to think about for a minute too. So this is why you see, you know, a lot of guys don't move up in weight and probably win another title. It's probably a clause in that contract. So he has to meet that contract. He has to meet that obligation. What's so funny about it, Floyd Schofield, that he revealed that there was no guarantee for, you know, Al Haymon in the contract that they was involved in, that Al had no guarantee. He had no guarantee for them to fight. There was no guarantee for Al Haymon for them to have a fight each year. He didn't guarantee them a fight. So you can go a year or two. I didn't articulate that right way. So there was no guarantee that he had to give you a fight, in a year. So there was no guarantee. So basically he, you can fight 2 or 3 years and he's not obligated to give you a fight. So that's why you see them fight on the humbug like that. But so basically either Al Haymon investors going to have to step in, or Al going to have to dig in his pockets. And one of the things that Rick Glazer pointed out was that financially, like he has major guarantees that he owes Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. In they fight, he has a major guarantee that he owed Deontay Wilder. So with Amazon and the Zone, it sounds like, especially with Amazon, to be exact, it sounds like that they only want to distribute it. Like Fight TV will only distribute it. They don't want to give them no money, no guaranteed money, because Al Haymon is misusing the funds. There was a rumor out there, and I call it a rumor, that Al Haymon was basically finessing Showtime out of money, and kind of like, I just used finessing them out of money. So that was a rumor, And at the end of the day, it seemed like Al Haymon is going to have to fund his own fights. He messed over so many investors. He messed over so many TV networks, and nobody want to do business with you. And then why would you want to do business with a guy who don't want to show his face in public because allegedly he might get served with papers for lawsuit? I mean, this is what you guys don't know from behind the scenes. The Barclays Centers were looking to get at Al Haymon too, because after they lifted the pandemic thing, they rescinded the restrictions in New York. He wasn't trying to put no fights on at the Barclays Center, so he has a contract with the Barclays Center where they had to put on so many fights a year. He has a deal, and Al Haymon wasn't meeting that deal, so he was allegedly ducking and dodging the people in the Barclays Center, and allegedly they was trying to serve him with some papers, possibly. Just speaking in code. So, like I continue to say about Al Haymon, anybody that moved he moved like a drug dealer, like somebody out to get him or something. I ain't gonna say a drug dealer. He moved like somebody that hit licks for a living. You know what I'm saying? And they always gotta look over their shoulder and shit. Kind of how Omar from The Wire, a lot of parallels there. How Omar from The Wire had to like sleep in these little speezies. That's what we used to call the trap back in the day. Little speezies and little spots and hide and had to like lay low so people couldn't find him and stuff. That's how Al Haymon moved. Anybody that moved like that, and I say that too to a lot of y'all guys. Any and females, any girl or guy that you with that's embarrassed to be seen with you in public, only invite you over at nighttime, like I'll be wary about that. Now for a dude, that seemed like a good situation. I get to hit it and I ain't gotta meet the kids, or I ain't gotta do nothing but come over at night, lay pipe and keep it moving. But you gotta ask yourself, okay, if you ain't ugly, then why you only gotta slide at night? Maybe her baby daddy crazy and might slide on you. Y'all don't be thinking about that. That's why, a lot of dudes don't want to mess with ninjas, baby mamas and shit like that, because crazy baby daddies, you got different situations, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you got a lot of dudes, it come with more trouble than pleasure or help. And if you a girl, he only asks you to come over and chill and y'all can go just get takeout and he just hit it, then, one, maybe you got a girlfriend. Two, maybe you just, recreational use and you don't look that good. He just hitting it. So if you do get pregnant, then he already know he gonna tell you to toss it. And you think, oh, if I had this baby. I don't know why women still got this prehistoric mindset. If I had this baby, he's still gonna be with me. He gonna wife me, He gonna tell you to get rid of it. He gonna act like he don't know you. And now you sitting here, you didn't, put restrictions on your life by being a single mother. So, people don't think about stuff. So if people move a certain type of way regarding you, like, and maybe girls are, see, sometimes dudes will tell you up front and women tell you up front, this is all I want. This is all I want. Just come over here, you hit it and go home. Most dudes gonna be like, cool. Some of you ninjas out here catching feelings. And sometimes you tell a girl up front, we only gonna kick it like once a weekend on Fridays, or when I need you, come over here, or we just gonna do this on the weekends and we just gonna creep. The problem with that, a woman always want to be in that number one spot. They can never play their position. But nonetheless, anybody that's moving shiesty dudes, keep them away from me. Keep them away from me. I don't care unless y'all got it agreed upon. I would only say if you got a concrete agreement, this is what this female want. I just tell you that. And then, you know, with women, with doing that with women, they always gonna make it temporary. Don't make it permanent. Don't make it they always feel like they can finesse your way in, like Monique did, Professor Ogilvy. Listen to your boy. Keep it temporary. Unless she got a husband, I wouldn't even mess with that. But the only way you good, if she got a husband and you hitting it on this, she ain't gonna get exposed. She ain't gonna want to get exposed. But I wouldn't even get involved with that. Then he gonna want to plug you or get him. Leave it alone. Been there, done that. Leave it alone. Right? But nonetheless, you know, the way Al got to dig in his pockets. Or we got to find some more investors. And like I said before, just having to distribute, we just going to distribute it. And that's what he had with Fox at the end. It's what people don't tell you. When they was doing Fox pay-per-views, Al Haymon was just distributing the pay-per-views. Fox was distributing pay-per-views. Al was paying them 10% of the pot, or paying them for production, and he was paying for the whole thing. So we'll see, man, that $1 billion that he had, if he can't find no investors, you know, you're going to pay one way or the other. Listen to me, you're going to pay one way or the other. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. The link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out the Box Rumor playlist. Peace.